just about game time. It's about to get light. We'll be, I don't know, 5-6 miles, 6 or 8 miles before we start checking traps. What do you think, son? You excited?
Yes.
Alright. It's rainy and wet. Hopefully it's not going to be too wet later on in the day, but we're going to get pretty wet checking traps probably for the first couple hours, so we'll try to have fun with it. Well, this is what we like seeing. We're finally getting into some snow. So it was rainy this morning early on, and we're climbing elevation, and as we get higher in elevation, we're getting into a little bit of snow. We know that's good for Marten, but it's been really slow check so far. We checked about a dozen traps and haven't got a thing yet, but we'll see. There's some good habitat in here. Well, I was hoping this was a spot we were going to find our license plate. The front plate of the truck fell off somewhere. This was a thick spot. I was thinking maybe it come off here, but I don't see it. But anyway, boy, it's been a slow morning. Nothing yet. We've checked, what, 12 or 15 traps probably. This is one of my favorite spots though, so let's go check it out. I have a good feeling about this spot. If I had 100 spots like this, we'd have a lot of Marten. But we have been going to a few good spots today that we didn't catch anything. We'll see. We're kind of off this dead-end road, and there's a bunch of old growth, mature timber in back off the end of this road. Why don't you go first, son? I never sat here last year. I went by this spot, but this year I figured I better come in and check it out. It looked good. See anything?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a weasel.
It's a weasel?
Yeah.
Alright, hey, we got something. A weasel is better than a Marten. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it's a good sized weasel too. He doesn't look like he's turned colors yet, does he?
Nope, yeah.
Why don't you start unwiring that?
White, so he has two colors.
Well, it looked like he was a little gray. Why don't you unwire that box, would you?
Where's the wire?
You're taking these apart. Right there.
Oh.
I'll do this side.
This side's supposed to be
Here. Why don't you stand back so they can see us in the camera? Okay, ready? Alright!
It's kind of gray.
A long-tailed weasel. Yeah, see, he's still got gray on his back. Apparently the taxidermists like these weasels like this, so we'll probably save this one for taxidermy. That's a good sized weasel. Taxidermy is when they mount it.
Oh yeah.
That is a good sized weasel, son. We had, what do we have for bait there?
A bird.
A bird? What kind of bird?
Partridge.
That's partridge, yeah. Alright, here, you show that to the camera. Show that up close so they can get a good look at it. It might be a little too close. Back it up a little bit. There you go. Alright. What do we use? Let's see what we used for lure here. We had... I don't think we used long distance call here, but I used, in the box I had sweetness. So that's just a little change up lure. Alright, son, let's close this box up. Our bait's still good, looks like. We'll take that weasel back to the truck and be happy that we caught something. I'm still hoping we catch a couple Marten today.
Yeah.
That would be really nice. Let's keep on moving.
Oh.
Oh, well, we can't show you every spot because if we showed you all the empty traps we check, we'd run out of space in the video pretty quick. But we've done, what we do, 14 traps I think so far, 14, 15. Just one weasel. A lot of empty traps this year. certainly is kind of name of the game this year anyway. But coming up, the next 5 traps, I get a string here on this old road, and this is one of my favorite spots of the entire trap line. So I thought I'd take you along and we'll film checking these next 5, regardless of whether they've got fur in them or they're empty. So what do you think, son? What are we gonna catch?
I'm not sure we're gonna catch anything.
You're not sure we're gonna catch anything? Yeah, I'm not either. Alright. I'm gonna put this down just in case there's a road name that you guys see. I think there might be a little sign. Alright. So here we go. Going into the woods. There's a little brook here. And I got a set on the high bank on the left. Last year I caught a marten here that got eaten by a fisher. And then I caught a marten and a fisher in the next trap after this one. I think I got like 3 marten and a fisher, or 4 marten and a fisher in this line. Okay, let's get out and check this one. Checked it once this year and had not a thing. I didn't really expect to see snow today. The box, and doesn't look like anything here. Nope. Is there bait there? I can't quite tell. Is there bait there, or did our bait get stolen? Here, you hold the camera.
Okay.
These old boxes that I made, it's really hard to tell if the bait's in there. Yeah, the bait's still in there. Fish. All right.
There's a canoe up there.
Let's go to the next one. Oh, and before I forget, that little bag of green stuff on the front of the truck is not illegal drugs, or now legal drugs. That's actually kale. I thought about that for a second. I thought, man, someone's gonna look at that and say, he's got a bag of pot on the dash of his truck. No, that's dried kale that we picked out of our garden last year. Okay, so let's keep going here. We should have an orange flag up here shortly. This is the place where we caught that fisher that was eating marten last year. This road is pretty uniform. There's just a lot of the same timber type and everything. There's not really a distinct location to make a set, so I kind of just spread them out pretty evenly along this stretch of road. What's that? Flag?
Oh yeah, that's the flag.
Cheat a little bit. I put the flagging up so I don't have to keep checking my GPS. Figure out where the set is. There's our trap. Another 0. Still got bait. Still smell the perfume. See the fish there. So nothing there. Let's go to the next one.
I don't think there's gonna be anything.
Yeah, there might not be anything. It's been a tough year. So how old was Billy the kid when he died?
19.
19. And how did he die?
He was shot.
Shot by?
The sheriff?
Yeah. These are the conversations we get into when we get bored on the trap line. All right, let's go. This one's up a hill on the ridge here. God, 8-year-olds have quite the imagination. Oh, run, son. Come on. Keep up. Never caught anything in this spot last year. Here, go check it. Go up ahead. Doesn't look very good. Oh, that trap might, no, it's not. My eyes played tricks on me. That trap was not fired. I saw that and I thought it was part of the spring. Still got a bait. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right. Set number 4 on this road. You coming or what? Look at this forest, man. It's pretty sweet.
Here's the flag.
What we got? Anything?
Nothing. The bait's still in there.
The bait's still there.
It's such a good spot.
Of course it's a good spot.
Martin, I would live right there.
If I was a Marten, I'd be all over here hunting and stuff. Or we're on the edge of a nice hardwood ridge up there where they could be feeding on beech nuts. But yeah, I have a feeling, let's go back to the truck, son.
Yeah.
Don't step on that trap. I have a feeling that when we get a little more snow, we're gonna see marten tracks all over here. We know it's good marten country, but they just have no motivation to get in those boxes and eat because they have so much to eat this year. So how do you guys kill time on the long, slow trap line? We've been talking about gunfighters of the Old West. We're also listening to a podcast. You should be listening to the Trapping Today podcast. Hear me ramble on and listen to guests that I interview. Good way to kill time on the line. Another one is the Alaska Trappers Association oral history interviews. There's some really neat stuff there that I've been listening to on the line. We'll do some of that later today, me and my boy. But what we've been listening to, for some of you might find this interesting, Oregon Public Radio put on a podcast series called Timber Wars. And we're in timber country here, and on the trap line we're heavily affected, especially marten trapping, heavily affected by timber management. And Timber Wars is kind of an interesting look into both sides of the logging old growth spotted owl debate in Oregon and Washington, dating back about 30 years. So it's really interesting little take and fun to listen to. So yeah, there's our last trap here, kind of at the end of this road. Let's check it and then head back out. Hang on a sec. All right, let's go. I'm just up the hill here. We caught a marten here last year. It does not look like we'll have one here today. No sir, 0 for 5 on this road. That's the kind of season we're having so far. Oh.
Definitely bait left.
Oh yeah, lots of bait. Lots of bait. So yeah, that's and from the other trappers I've been talking with, it's the same thing all around. It's just gonna be a slow year. We'll keep plugging away. Oh, the trap is fired off down there, so I come to get the camera. This is a brand new road here that hasn't been harvested yet, but it goes into some nice deep old timber country. And I had a trap at the end of the road. Didn't catch anything in it. Maybe we'll get a marten here. That'd be awesome. Haven't got one yet today, so let's check it out. What do you think, son? You find anything? There's a marten in the trap? All right, yes. About time, huh? About time. Whew. Get the trap on this log here.
It's almost taking up the whole side.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Look how dark. Yeah, it's dark in there. You can tell there's something in there.
It's orange.
Oh yeah, that's a marten. That's a nice, good sized marten. Let me set this thing up here so we can.
And the 200-year-old log.
That probably, you know, that could be a 200-year-old log. It's probably more like 100 years. Hey, dude. Awesome. Awesome, man. Man, we needed that. That was what, 25 traps without a marten?
We were on 21 a couple
On a
months ago.
4-day check?
A 4-day check? What do you mean? Oh, man, that's...
It's been 4 days since I checked this last. Beautiful. Look at that thick, beautiful marten fur. My goodness gracious. That is awesome. All right.
Can I see it?
Yeah. Hey.
Hi.
Good, good, good. We had rough grouse and I had a little bit of beaver castor in there.
Soft.
This is a nice, big, good sized marten. All right, good deal. Let's reset this trap and get going. Well, in case there was any question as to whether we're in marten habitat, we finally get a little bit of snow that we could follow a track on, and there's a set of fresh marten tracks from last night or this morning. The snow just came overnight, so yeah. We are in marten country. We just checked a few traps. We got more to check up ahead here, but very few. We've got about 30 traps checked, and I think we got one marten and a weasel. So, oh, it's a nice little spot. We got a marten here last year, and my young fella here is hollering at me, telling me there's a marten in the trap. So I guess we better go check it out. I like this. There was a recent timber harvest here, but they left a lot of wood. They did a nice job, in my opinion, at least for the marten. And this is a nice little cedar run with some lots of habitat. Challenge today hasn't been finding marten country. The challenge has been getting them to bite. I think they almost have to be right on top of the trap, and even then they may not go in. But he says we got one, so let's see if he's playing a trick on me or if there's a marten in here. The one we got here last year was like a canary color. It was like orange, yellow, or it was like a bright orange yellowish color.
Yeah, that one's the same color.
Is it really? That would be kind of cool. Probably related to the one we got last year then.
I'll let you just and you can do it.
Look at that. Yes, sir. Yeah, I told him he was going to struggle in this spot because it's a little hard to walk to, but he's getting older. He's doing pretty good.
I do not struggle at one bit.
All right, open it up. Nice. Look at that. No, that's not too bright of a marten. That's a pretty average color for this area. Full of fleas. Don't pick them up. Look at all the fleas crawling on them. Could have 50 fleas on them. Ate the fish. You went for the fish bait. Good deal. Awesome. Finally, this is marten number 2. So this used to be part of my marten trap line. Emphasis on the word used to be. That is about 100-acre clear cut, and behind it there's a whole road system that's full of similar cuts that I trapped marten in 3 and 4 years ago. So I guess I'm probably not going to go back. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there aren't very many marten supported right there, and so my job now is just to go and try and find some areas that they haven't gotten to yet and haven't been cut yet, and try to find other places to set for marten, and kind of keep, you got to keep moving in this country because things change every year. So off we go. Approaching the last trap of the day. This will be number 56.
You mean, oh yeah.
We got 2 marten and 1 fisher today.
Wait a minute. We did not get one fisher.
One weasel. One weasel. I'm falling asleep. We got 2 marten and a weasel. We didn't get a fisher, silly.
That would have been good though.
Oh man, we were talking about fisher. We just checked out one of my spots from last year where from the last several years I've consistently caught fisher, but it's been cut, so we won't set it just yet. We might set it later on if we get extra traps, but here it is. Let's go check it out, son.
What? Your
Last chance, my side. Caught a marten in this trap last year. In this very spot. But not today. Nothing there. Alright, well, why don't we go set some more traps, huh?
Goodbye.
Well, we had a pretty good day. What do you think, son? It's just about dark. We just set our last trap. We ran all our sets. We got 2 marten and a weasel, and we set 11 new traps in a new area. Nice road. We found some good, what we think is good marten country. So maybe it was 12. I'll have to check the numbers. But anyway, we're going to explore a little bit till dark, and we're going to head on home. Well, it's another beautiful morning. I think it's going to be another good day out in the woods. Getting ready to start checking traps here in a little bit. It looks like there's still snow out here. There was most of the snow had melted down home, so looks like thankfully we've got a little bit of snow here to see some tracks, and yeah, we'll see how it looks on the line. I think what I'll do today is I won't show you tons and tons of traps because that can get kind of old and we got a lot to check. I think I got 60 something, close to 70 sets to check, so we won't do that. But what I'll probably do, I also don't want to go in and like show you, just show you where I catch marten. So I think what I'll do is if I go into a set and I see that the trap has fired, before I even know what's in there, I'll go get the camera and start recording, and then you kind of get it. You don't, just because I turn the video on doesn't mean there's a marten there, you know what I mean? So be a little more of the trapline check experience, if you will. So hopefully we'll have a good day and maybe catch a few marten. Okay, we're right at the beginning of the trap line. This is set number 3. And I haven't looked at the trap yet, but I guess if I see tracks going toward the trap, I'll also get the camera going just so you guys can check it out. This is a pretty big set of tracks. It's hard to tell because the snow has melted so much, but it looks to me like a big fisher. So probably something that's not going to fit inside of this box anyway. But came in, looks like there's a set of tracks there coming in, there's a set of tracks there coming in, there's another track there, but they all go down toward my set. A couple sets of tracks, 3 sets of tracks. So the animal has been here for sure. Spend some time around here. The track is going, well, it went right past, it looks like. What did it do? Did it smell my lure and not go into the set? I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like the thing walked right by. Walked right by. Oh, there's a track there. There's one there. And this, okay, this is, it's hard to tell because the snow is melted so much. It may have gone around this box. I'm not quite sure, but obviously we didn't catch anything. So, yeah. At least we got snow, we can tell what's going on a little bit. Oh, another beautiful day in northern Maine checking traps, but it's been a slow day. I've checked about 25 traps, nothing yet. I did have one a few sets ago where I actually had marten tracks going right up to the box, never went in. They're around, they're just not hungry. Seen a couple of other sets, at least one other good set of marten tracks, and possibly a third. But anyway, I just walked into this trap and I noticed that the trap's fired. I don't know what's in it, if anything. I caught a marten here last year, so let's check it out. So I like this. There's a nice little valley here. It's dominated by birch, yellow birch, and maple trees. High elevation valley. And I don't see any tracks. It's hard to tell, the snow is melting, so but I got my trap perched up here a little midway up the valley, and I was hoping, you know, any marten that's traveling around in here is potentially going to be attracted to this set. So there it is, the trap is fired. And there's nothing in it. Okay, let's check it out, see what happened. Another stolen bait, potentially. Okay, so this is something that's pretty common, and I talked about it before in these videos, I think, is the reason I like to use connie pans, because I tend to catch weasels with connie pans, and when I use the standard wire trigger, oftentimes I catch bait. So I think what happens is the weasel goes through the standard trigger, and he's trying to eat that bait, and he's trying to pull it back out of the trap, and he fires the trap with the bait, and the weasel doesn't get caught. So unfortunately, I had run out of traps with connie pans when I set this, and so this was just a standard trigger. So I'm going to do something a little different to the trigger, and hopefully that will help. I recently talked in the YouTube live stream about trigger configurations and just different ideas and stuff that I try, and one that I've been trying recently, and another guy talked about having success with. I'll show you. Toss that back in. So I had this set on bottom with the trigger kind of in a V configuration going upward, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend that forward. I'm going to pull the V tighter together, and then I'm going to bend the trigger wires forward so that they face the bait, and it's almost like almost acts like a connie pan. So let's see if I get the angle right on that. I think so. Okay, so that's going to be my trigger wire configuration for that, and we'll see how that works. I think it'll work well. Reset this and head back on down the road. Still a lot of traps to check. It's been a good day so far. Been quiet in the woods, although one spot there was a out-of-state deer hunter who had parked, and he'd walked past one of my traps. I just hated going in there because I didn't want to mess up his hunt, but I never did see him. So anyway, let's head on down the road. Well, that's nice. I had a marten trap here, and it looks like in the last day they came in and started cutting wood, and the tree that my trap was on appears to be covered by another tree. So I guess I'm pulling my traps out of here. I was hoping they'd wait a minute before coming in off this new road because it was some really good marten habitat. But I did catch a marten a little bit down the road here, so I got one marten before it all went away. But how the heck am I going to get my trap now? Let's see. You know, if I can find the bugger. I have to go and get my GPS maybe. I think it's on the other side of this tree. They're not cutting today because of all the rain. They shut down all the operations because it's been so wet. So I might have caught a break. Yep, there's my box. Good. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. No marten. But yeah, that's a feller buncher that drops the trees in bunches, and then the grapple skidder is going to come and grab him and drag him out. So this bunch was dropped here about 15 feet from my marten set. I can see a bunch of other bunches there too. So yeah, that's the reality. This is northern Maine. All right, I'm gonna pull this trap out. I'm gonna pull the other one out that's just down the road here. Oh boy, has it been ever slow. Brutal. Anyway, I haven't been to this set yet, so I just been to 45 other sets, and I decided I better just film a little bit. But it has been brutally slow so far. And this is on a 5-day check, 45 sets, and I haven't got a thing yet. Just one fired trap so far. Caught a marten here last year. Seen a few sets of marten tracks today near my boxes. And there's another untouched set. Make sure, but some of them I check on the bait, make sure the bait's still there, make sure nothing's been taken. But yeah, it's pretty much name of the game here is just slow. All right, this is set number 60, so we're getting towards the end of the line here. The trap is fired, so we'll go check it out. Nothing yet. 59 checks and haven't caught a single thing. This is a new area. I've never trapped here before. This particular set, I set 5 traps on this road, or yeah, 5. And this set is right next to the stream. I occasionally I'll make these sets by the streams, and I always think like maybe I'll catch a mink. So I don't know, maybe we finally got a mink. But it's amazing how I've never caught a mink in one of these Lynx exclusion devices. I know other trappers have, but I'm yet to catch one. I do, you know, I set a fair number of these next to streams, just thinking maybe eventually I'll get one. But anyway, I think this was baited with fish and had some fish oil. I can't remember what lure I used, but I set it right up on the stream bank. Okay, there's the trap. You can actually see a little fish head there where something pulled the fish out. Hopefully it's not just set off with the bait in the trap. Let's see. There's the fish. Well, there's some fur there. There's an animal. I don't know if it's a marten or a mink. We got something though. Hey, it's a marten. All right. A marten on the stream. Sweet. Took 60 sets to finally catch one today. Jeez, it's been slow. But there it is. It's pretty nice looking marten. Good size, nice grayish color to it. It's a big one for this area. Also, something pulled that fish out probably after this was caught. So there may be another one in here. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna reset this and sweet. Maybe I'll never catch that mink in one of these boxes, but that's okay. If I keep catching marten, I'm all right with that. That's a pretty cool looking marten. All right. Get that stinky fish, shove it back in there. Remake this set. This one was with a connie pan. Nice suitcase catch on that marten. Good, good. Move on down the line. Well, it's the end of the day. Just the one marten, so I guess, you know, just continues to be slow trapping, but still working. I made some more sets when I got done checking. I made a beaver set, made some marten sets. I have 74 marten in mostly marten sets. You know, a few, they could catch fish or two, but 74 total. So it's getting dark. I had one trap left in the back of the truck and I'm not going to use that. I'm actually kind of on top of the world here. I'm on a little dip in between two massive clear cuts, and Onyx tells me I'm at about 1,700 feet elevation. So I got a big clear cut on that side plantation and a big plantation just over the hill here, but in this little saddle there's nice open hardwood, nice cover. And so I'll just take you down to my last set. I just put it in. Last set of the day, and it's getting dark and it's getting windy. Unfortunately, it feels like a south wind. I think it's gonna bring some more not so cold weather. So hopefully the snow doesn't melt. Hopefully that cold weather kind of returns here in a few days. But I mean, this is just an awesome looking little valley. Pretty amazing country in here. And I just underneath this down snag, there's my box. Got some beaver meat and some of my long distance call up above on the snag. And yeah, hope for the best. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.